In Corvallis, voters passed a levy last night that will keep the Osborn Aquatic Center and the Senior Center open. It passed by a narrow margin, about 500 votes. As KEZI 9 News reporter Rhoda Kraus tells us, it will also help the city hire 4 more police officers.
Taxpayers will be funding 4 more police officers. 3 will be out patrolling the neighborhoods and 1 will be in schools as a resource officer.
We haven't seen increase in staffing since 1993.
And Captain Dave Hensley with the Corvallis Police Department says that's a problem.
And as our community has continued to grow, our law enforcement staff hasn't grown with that level of the population.
Just last week, my husband witnessed a domestic violence abuse. I would always prefer to have more police officers there in case there's a situation.
And it's creating some issues.
They didn't make it in time, but I think if there was more police officers, they would have been able to, find them.
And now that the levy's passed in Corvallis, the department's getting 4 more police officers that will not only respond, but will focus on preventing crime before it happens.
This is an exciting time for us. We see this as a great opportunity for the City of Corvallis Police Department to provide a much better and a much more whole service to the community.
The new patrol officers aren't just going to be responding to calls.
And not just an enforcement response, but this really allows us to focus on education. It allows us to focus on prevention and mitigate problems on a long-term basis.
They'll be working in the community. 1 will be in schools, and the other 3 will work with neighborhoods throughout Corvallis trying to prevent crime.
Property owners can expect to see a tax increase starting January 1st. It'll be about $120 more if you have a $150,000 home. In Corvallis, Rhoda Kraus, KEZI 9 News.